Okay, last video got cut off one side. Made a mistake and took a picture of myself. So this is part 2. And in part 2, you'll learn how I was going to tape off this portion and slide that into that top part so that we can get the top of the radiator face protected first. Remember, this was in 2 parts when I ordered it like so. And then I just bent it up like that, and it just cut it in half, so that way I didn't have to cut it. And this is the exact perfect size. So it's sort of like cutting it in half. It really wasn't that difficult, honestly. I didn't have to do a whole bunch of measuring. Now this piece is going to be too long. It's going to be too long. Some of this is going to have to be trimmed off this surface back here, and that's fine because it may not fit. I can't remember how much I cut off, but I remember having to cut off some of it. We'll see, because I have to look at the other side. Maybe to slide in and I won't need to cut any part off of it. I don't know. But first I want to do is, let's see if I can, because when you slide this through, you want to try to put the pieces in there first. You want to put this in first. Like at least put them in like so. You want to, see, I dropped it. You want to put them in like this, already from the beginning, and come up around this way, like this. From the beginning, you want to have them already in place, because when you do it, all you're doing is putting that piece, the grill, under here, and then through here. See how my finger is? Through here, and locking it through so it'll already be in there. Because if you try to put the grill in underneath and slide it through, now you're gonna have a hard time getting these zip ties in and around. It'll be a pain in the neck. It always helps to have tweezers, but if you're very agile, that might help as well. I don't know how agile I am. But before you do it, you wanna know, before you even put these in, you want to have an idea where you're going to put those zip ties at. So the good idea is when you go outside to the car and look at where you're going to put it, go ahead and grab your zip ties with you so you'll know where you're going to put those zip ties at when you line it up with the first part of that grill. I would, if I was you, I don't know. First, before I line it up, I want to know where I want to, if I'm going to cut this piece off or not. You don't want to touch it, face part with here. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not sharp. The reason why it's not sharp, because when I bent it upward. So it's kind of like the sharp part is on the other side, like up here. And it's not really that sharp, but the bottom part is kind of like smooth because I bent it upward like that, okay? But to be on the safe side, you can tape that off with duct tape. And then you'll tape off this side so it have this sort of like this thing going on. Let's look at that first. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I got my little tripod. And slide that tripod down. All the way down. Okay. All right. Here you go, tripod. And so here, I'm gonna bend it down a little bit so you can see. I'm going to just look at this and see how long this piece is gonna have to be. And from looking at that, this angle right here needs to be where it's at. So that is here. I could do it this way, but I won't because it's not angled right. It won't fit in there right. So it has to be this way. And here, like so. And I think that might be okay to get it in because, well, I can get it in there. I sure can. I can get it in there. And what I want to do, yeah, I have enough room to get that in there, the whole piece in there. It won't have a problem. So I'm going to tape this off. And when I say to you, is easy, because what you're going to do is take this piece and you're going to slide it. You're going to go behind here, because this is the only way you can get in here without lifting the car up. I'm sorry, you can see. You're going to slide this piece through the back end of here. But you want to first take this off, because now remember, you're sliding this through the back end and kind of come up. You know, you can't get it in there any other way, otherwise you'll, mess with something. You probably can go up this way, but it's easier just to go back through this other side, the front part of your car, right here, the front part, and slide it up through here, and keep your hand on it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to drop it, then you're going to have a hard time finding it and getting it out. So you got to be smart and get it in there. That's how I did the other one. So I'm going to do this and get it through there, and then this one is going to be trickier down here, and we'll see how that one works. But yeah, and that's how I was able to get the other side in. So let's go here back and take that off so we can see how that's going to look. But yeah, and then once I get it in there and put the straps underneath, it's going to protect that. And I got to get that bug out of there too. Remember, it's got bugs in there already. Just got the car. August the 27th, 2023 was my delivery day. And drove it probably 5 times, and those rocks will hit your car. Rocks bounce off the ground, boom, right in there, and can destroy that. So you don't want that looking all tacky and messed up. From here, it doesn't look bad, but when you go close up, you can see those, and you don't want to have that messed up. You don't want that damaging your car. And just imagine, that's just those rocks. Imagine a big rock hit that. That can really damage your car. So get these grills on. Get these grills on. Do it. Get them on there. Be careful when you're doing it. I'm about to show you how I'm about to do it. I probably have on the picture for my second video, I'll probably show you where I got these from. Of course, I had a lot of modifications that I had to do with this, only because I didn't buy the more expensive one, because I like getting things. I don't like spending a lot of money for stuff, which you might have the money. I'm not saying anything. I'm not rich, so I don't spend a lot. Again, so I told you before, a Corvette is a poor person's supercar.